Regional titles at stake, a national title on the line, but we will start with a thriller on the ice in Columbus. What else do you expect from this team? The Knights of St. Francis hoping to shine in the all-black armor against Gilmore, going for back-to-back state championships, a fourth for the program in 11 years. Lancers beat them 2-1 in November, but this one's for everything. First period winding down, Gordy Hunt winds up wide, but it's dead on target for Chris Meyer. The semifinal hero strikes first tonight, 1-0 after one. Both goalies on their game. 2 minutes into the second, Jackson Smalley almost gets beat. Quickly up ahead to Chris Meyer and Jake Myers, denied by Ian Anderson. Look how close the Lancers were there. Noah Egan, heads up hockey, but there's deja vu in Columbus. Knights lead until the third turnover. Justin Wen makes them pay. That ties it at 1. They outshoot the Knights 13-1 in that frame. This one doesn't count, but it almost does. John Jaros, with zeros on the clock, nearly puts it home for the win. So you're ready for overtime. We played 2 on Thursday. How about 3 tonight? Wen feeds Matt Bauman, and that's it. Takes nearly 70 minutes to decide. 2-1, Gilmore wins its first ever state title in hockey, but heads held high for the Knights.
Yeah, you know, that's the bad part of triple overtime. There's going to be a winner and a loser, and we fell short today, but I'm proud of the boys. I'm just happy. I mean, we're happy to be here, but honestly, it stings. It's right now. Tomorrow the sun will come up, and we'll reflect, and like I said, just so happy for St. Francis to be here, to represent Northwest Ohio, and maybe next year, who knows.
Win or lose, whether you played, you were cheering, wherever you were, Greg Frankie, Matt Crandall, this is one you're going to remember for a long time.
Well, the good news at Nationwide Arena in Columbus is we saw one of the finest and probably most memorable high school hockey games you'll ever want to see. The bad news is the last goal was scored not by the St. Francis Knights, but by Gilmore Academy, and they win it 2-1 in triple overtime.
A heartbreaking loss here for St. Francis, defending last year's state title, this close to going back-to-back, but a heartbreaking goal in triple overtime will end that, but I wouldn't be surprised to be St. Francis back here next year, Greg. The program is rolling.
Matt Bauman scored the winner, and he was the leading scorer coming in for Gilmore Academy, and he showed that he has the ability to put the puck in the net. It looked like St. Francis for a long time might win this game rather decisively.
Another guy that looked like he could put the puck in the net this weekend was Chris Meyer for St. Francis. Had the overtime winner in the state semifinal, had the opening goal here. The 1-0 lead for St. Francis looked like it might last all game long. So Meyer really had it going on this weekend. But Jackson Smalley, the goaltender for St. Francis, what a heartbreaking end. But don't worry, he has a state championship from last year and makes him feel a little bit better. But not everyone on this St. Francis team had a state title from last year, so it is a devastating loss for the Knights.
St. Francis was up 1-0. It could have been more, but then a late power play seemed to change the momentum in the second period. Gilmore's Justin Wen finally scored with just over 5 minutes to play to force overtime, and really from that time on, Gilmore seemed to take over the game.
It was a different team once Gilmore was able to tie the game 1-1. They never really got into a rhythm to start the game in the first period. Then they fell behind. St. Francis played excellent defensively, but you're right. As soon as Gilmore tied this up, that was a different team.
Another outstanding season for St. Francis, but it comes up 1 goal short. 1:53 left in triple overtime it took to decide the game for Gilmore Academy, their first ever state championship.